The desire of the logistics manager to transform the warehouse is critical. And this is required in order to contribute to the success of sales and marketing, as well the performance of the whole supply chain. The 5S methodology in warehouse management will transform our operations into the desired level. 5S started from Japan, and the first beneficiaries were Toyota Manufacturing System, Honda, and Kawasaki. Now the 5S is globally being applied by all organizations and has given them the key factors to success. It has been applied mostly by Japanese companies, as well American, Europe, and other companies in Asia, including Philippines. 5S is a philosophy or methods or 5 steps that need to be taken to create a clean and organized warehouse or workplace. The 5S in Japanese, as well we attach to it the English word. The first S is sairi. Sairi means sort. Sortation. Seiton means set in proper order. Seiso means shine. Seiketsu means standardize. And the fifth S is shitsuki, means sustain or self-discipline. Individually, I will explain each 5S one by one, but why will I take time to focus on this video about 5S? How great is this method? How great are the 5S to transform my warehouse operation as well as logistics? Actually, it transformed the whole organization, the warehouse operation, and the workplace. There are many benefits that can be gained by implementing 5S in our warehouse, such as 5S implementation will make our warehouse neat and clean. Neat and clean, of course, organized. Second benefit is implementing the 5S will improve warehouse productivity, and of course it will reduce costs. It will improve also the quality of works in stock picking, inventory cycle counting, as well delivery system. And the fourth benefits, these are only 4 benefits of the many benefits. Save warehouse operation costs. So it will cut costs. It will improve the delivery system. It will improve warehouse safety. It will eliminate waste, and it will improve warehouse staff morale. The morality of the warehouse people will be enhanced and will make them inspired to work inside the warehouse. So, I will illustrate and explain each S and how it will be applied in your warehouse, including the tools needed. The first S in 5S is sairi or sort. We're talking about sortation. What you are going to do in your warehouse is arrange systematically in groups and separate according to type, class, category, and other criteria. Practically in your warehouse, in organizing your workplace at warehouse, the first thing to do is sortation. Identify the number of commodities or commodity groups that you have inside the warehouse in order for you to design a specific place or area or location for each commodity. If you have 5 commodities, commodity A, commodity B, commodity C, commodity C, D, commodity E. If you have 5 commodities, consolidate similar items in one area. This is the practical way to apply the sortation or sairi. Provide the proper location address for each commodity group, as well the needed space. How big should be the space? It will depend on your volume of commodities. As well, in sortation, first thing to do is remove non-moving items inside the warehouse. Remove non-inventory items inside the warehouse. So, all items inside the warehouse should be active materials and active items. So, no non-moving, no trash, no garbage, and no deteriorating items inside the warehouse. Non-inventory items should move out from the warehouse. This is not a storage for non-moving or out of repair or deteriorating machineries. In order for you to move items, first you have to identify the items by putting the red tags. The red tags are being placed on each item for action. Red tags and red tag boards. These systematically remove items in your warehouse with the approval of your supervisor or your manager in order to ensure items discarded are reviewed. So all items should be reviewed by the warehouse head, sometimes including the auditors and accounting people before you dispose. Equipment tags are also used for equipments for repair, equipments that are for disposal, or equipments including items that are for return to vendors. The second S in 5S is saiton, or set in order. Organize and arrange the appropriate items so that they are easy to access. After using the items, if they are tools, after using the tools, put them in their proper original place. So, organize and arrange your products and items in their fixed location, and all items should be in their fixed location, not cluttering the aisles of the workplace or the warehouse. Saiton or set in order means to straighten or stabilize, means to streamline or organize the warehouse, and this is the most challenging work of 5S method. What are the tools needed in order to implement the second S of saiton? In warehousing, there are many warehouse signs. You will see there are many stickers, there are many markings, even on the floors there are markings. The warehouse signs are the instruction and reminders to alert and guide workers in your warehouse. Safety alert, pathways, or yellow aisles or floor markings. The floor and aisles markers, these are clearly marked areas and paths, and these are essential for foot traffic. It eliminates confusion and among workers where they are and where they need to go. The floor markings is just like a traffic pavement markings that will tell you where you should pass and where are you now. We have yellow mark arrows, others are using red. These are safety international color, yellow and red. Labels and inventory tags are some of the tools that we need to identify the content in each storage space and to avoid wasting time looking for a specific equipment or tools. So the labels and inventory tags will tell you the history of the items, including tools and equipment. Is this for repair? Since when? The date is indicated on the labels and on the inventory tag. Particularly, this is a part of the red tagging system. The third S in 5S is saiso or shine. We have arranged the warehouse. We have consolidated similar items in their own fixed location. Now, saiso or shine is to maintain good warehouse keeping in our area. Housekeeping in our area is to clearly evaluate where efficiency is missing. There are times that we are not efficiently working in the warehouse because of some cluttered areas, dirty areas. So in SEISO, this will clearly identify as well to evaluate that something is missing. So SEISO will look for that or shine. SEISO or shine is focused on cleaning up the work area. Okay, the area is arranged, still we have to clean it, that's why it's shine, which means sweeping, mopping the floor, dusting, wiping down surfaces, putting tools and materials and other items into their original location. And this is in addition to basic cleaning, including tools and other debris in the warehouse. SEISO or shine also involves performing regular maintenance on equipment and machinery. Equipment and machinery that we are using in our warehouse operation. That may be the forklift, pallet hand lifter, and other equipment that belongs to our department. The tools needed in order to implement the third S of SEISO is janitorial supplies. Of course, we know what are those janitorial supplies. Brooms, dustpan, and of course, industrial cleaning tools, especially on chemicals. And we need supplies to save costs in the long run. There are many cleaning tools or what we call spill kits. Spill kits is a kit composed of chemicals and other cleaning materials for special cases. It is a professional spill kit. It should always be ready and choose the best spill kit for our organization. In our company, we're dealing with petrochemicals, so our spill kit is relevant to chemicals also, chemicals cleaning solution. Now, the fourth S is to standardize, or in Japan they call it seiketsu. Seiketsu is consistency. We have shined, we have cleaned the warehouse, we have arranged the products into their own places, we have removed non-moving items, therefore that will be the standard. Seiketsu is standardize. Consistency in implementing the new system, and this is the key for transformation. We have cleaned the warehouse, we have arranged the products into their own location address, and we are completely putting the red tags on every items, as well labeling and markings on the floor. We have to maintain this. Okay, so standardize is consistency in implementing the 4S. The SEISO, Saiton, Seiketsu. Okay, setting up standards for a neat, clean workplace. So standardize or Seiketsu in Japan is to maintain the standard. The standard that we have complied with, maintain that. Keep each area consistently clean with one another. Standards make it easy for workers to move into different areas. It's much easier to move for stock picking, cycle counting, transfer of materials, or other activities if the area is clean and organized. How can we maintain the 4 standards of 4S? Seiketsu is standardize or standardization. We have to document the current system supported by policy and guidelines, and this will be the basis of the standard system in order to maintain the current level of improvement, and this should be known to all employees, including new employees. The documents, policy, and guidelines with regard to warehouse arrangement applying the 5S methods. Otherwise, training and brainstorming session will resolve issues on delayed deliveries, what is the role of 5S in order to solve issues on delayed deliveries, equipment breakdowns, chemical spills, garbage, and other similar clutters. So, 4S, the fourth S is to document and to create policy and guidelines in order to standardize the current improved system for transformation. The tools needed, of course, posters or charts or simple visual guides. So, you will observe in some companies, especially Japanese companies, you will see a lot of posters. Safety first, wear your helmet and PPE. Okay. These are the poster and charts that alerts our employees, including the workflow. And the posters could be used to locate where the different work areas and equipments are located. Okay, there are signs with regards to products, with regards to departments, location, and other section. Training manuals and videos. To set standard policies, new workers have to undergo training. That will include training manuals and videos for them to retain in their mind, into their memory, the things that they have to do when they go back to their workplace. And of course, there is also a regular refreshers course for all employees, new and old employees, in order to refresh, because the fifth S in 5S is Shitsuki or sustain. Backsliding or going back to old habits. This happens if we fail to monitor and evaluate the improved system. Backsliding means going back to old traditional habits. The clean warehouse may be going gradually to cluttered warehouse. So we have to monitor and evaluate the improved system. Once you saw even a small piece of paper on the floor, you have to call the attention of the people in that area. So everybody will be aware. Conduct regular evaluation or even surprise inspection. This is better. Surprise inspection to the area where 5S have been implemented or applied. So surprise inspection that everybody will be caught unaware, and we can see the real status if they are compliant with the 5S methodologies. We are open to change. When a new standard or policy is not working out, we have to revise, we have to review, we have to improve. After all, 5S is not about complacency, but rather the continuous striving for perfection. Of course, we have to consider culture and employee engagement. These are absolutely important. Culture and employee involvement. And this advice to all leaders implementing the 5S. Form a core team. A core team. We call that the 5S team or the 5S committee. Getting people from different departments or cross-functional departments. Non-warehouse people should be a part of the 5S core team. So they will be the one doing the surprise audit or surprise inspection to the warehouse if 5S is properly implemented. Thank you very much. I hope I have explained well. Thank you for learning, and please subscribe.